Hello everybody and welcome into the SFA Season 18 College Football Playoff. Today we are back for the quarterfinals of the CFP, starting out with the Peach Bowl, which is number 9 Texas State, who upset Texas on the road in overtime in the first round, and the number 1 overall seed, the only undefeated team in the nation, the North Carolina Tar Heels. We've got Coach Phi taking on Coach Cyrilaxis Brio. It's going to be a really fun time. Thanks for joining us here on a Wednesday afternoon. We'll do 2 quarterfinals today. We'll do 2 quarterfinals on Friday, and then we'll wrap up the CFP this weekend on Saturday and Sunday. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Join on in. As always, this is the SFA. It's an online dynasty ran through Discord, Twitch, and YouTube. You can jump in at any time, claim an open team, and build your way up to this position to winning a national championship. Links are in any of our descriptions if you're interested in joining and claiming an open team. And as always, if you are watching live, thanks for joining. You can subscribe with that Twitch Prime button. It is free with the linked account, so you don't miss out on any of the action here today. And as always, if you want even more content from the SFA or just want to support us further, you can check out patreon.com/the SFA. So Texas State and North Carolina, we've seen both these teams in the last couple of game day cycles. Gonna be a lot of fun. As always, we are going to go through both rosters in their entirety so we can check it out. So we are jumping in with Texas State first. 2B Sloot had a very, I don't want to say amazing day against Texas, but a very, he did what he had to do. He didn't turn the ball over. He was very consistent. He did what he had to do to be the winning quarterback in that game. Blaze Hollister had a great day, SFA guy. Wide receiver, the star was Little Lachante, had a very long touchdown, also had the overtime winner as well, so he was awesome. Malik Rivers did struggle in that game, the SFA player, couple of drops, couple of miscues. Hopefully he can shore those up today. Ron Roberson and Ricky McIntosh. At tight end, you got the Mackey Award winner, Hunter Marshall. Offensive line looks like this, all mid-70s. A bit on the lower side for a G5, but obviously they're here for a reason. On the defensive line, Bronson Rowe, the SFA 5-star. On the other side, Jermaine Watson. And in the middle, the SFA player, Bianco Strickland. At linebacker, arguably the best linebacker core in the country, Tyrell Smoochie. Transfer from Oklahoma, transfer from Air Force, Rise Irwin. And Sean Dale Cook, the number 1 recruit from season 16. Out wide, you got Jevro Barker, SFA guy, Jason Allen, Sean Vogel, and Ryan Moore. And then Bo Hunter in the back, along with Shantae Bahama. This is one of the best defenses, production-wise, of all time. So we'll see if they can contain the North Carolina Tar Heels, who are finally that number 1 seed. They made the national championship a couple of years ago, took last year off, but this is the chance for Bob Rubshaw. He's gotten the nickname today, Bible Bob, so we'll see if that can help him out. 99 overall quarterback, of course. Running back is D. Blanchard. You will see a lot of Hulk Hogan as well, the SFA guy. Wide receiver-wise, Jonathan Talley. This is my derby pick for those of you guys who weren't watching the opening round games when I mentioned it. Mike Manning and Tyrone Gary. Tight end, you got the SFA player transfer from Texas, Max Yager. Offensive line looks like this. Prada, the SFA player. Left tackle left guard's good. They're good everywhere. But Romelius Thompson is out for the year, so it is going to be Tim Holland. So a little weak on that right tackle side. Steve Dennis on the defensive end. Reaper Exum, the SFA player, at the right end. Bankston Graves in the middle, SFA guy. Richard Longswallow, SFA. Brutus Meatcake is healthy. He was out for that ACC championship game. And then Tony Key. Out wide, Kevin Sellers, Kobe McKinney, and Burdett White. And then out back, Tyree Strider, the SFA player, and Cordell Spicer. So the best team in the nation on paper is undefeated, but they have struggled this year at times with certain teams. So we'll see if Texas State can hang with them. On paper, on all the remaining matchups, this is the one that looks the most lopsided. Now, with the defensive performance here from Texas State. Can they hang in there? I don't know. I think that's going to be up to Bob Rubshaw. But got to get my thumbnail here. This is the Peach Bowl. And for predictions, they will continue throughout the rest of the CFP. We got 7 games left in the season. They're all just going to be pick'ems. So are you going to be rocking with UNC today, or is Texas State going to shock the world? Now, historically, UNC, or the number 1 seed, has not had a great time in the CFP. We've only had one seed win in the NCAA 14 era. So be interesting to see if the Tar Heels can do it again. Okay, so jerseys-wise, Sirlaxis Brio, I see you here. Not sure off the top of my head. Blue out if possible. I know they have the blue out. I love going with the blue out for you guys. They have the all-navy. They do have black. Where is the Carolina blue? There it is. Now let's see if we can't get those shoes correctly. We got Cryo with a sub, 22-month streak. Thank you, Daddy Cryo. Welcome in. And yes, they do. They do have the Carolina blue. And then Coach Fi wants maroon out if possible. We should be able to do the maroon out. Only question is the shoes. So thank you guys for joining us here today. There we go. But you're going to have white gloves. Alright, so all blue versus all maroon here in the Peach Bowl in Georgia. So definitely advantage to North Carolina. Winner will go to the Orange Bowl. So that's not going to be a lot of travel for the 1 seed. As always, the 1 seed does get their travel bonus. As Florida Man with the 10 bits. Thank you, Slime. Alright, so I think we're about ready to get on into it. Make sure you guys participate. And then the last announcement before we get started. If you have not already, make sure to join the Fantasy Football League. 85 overall player on the line. If you didn't already see the BearCave reward players, they were just posted a couple of hours ago in Discord. If you want to check them out. So make sure you guys join the Fantasy League. It's in the announcements section. If you need a link, you can DM me as well. It's going to be a lot of fun, so check it out. It's not huge commitment unless you're good and you're vying for the prize, right? So you're not going to, end up sucking and have to waste your entire year actually playing. But without further ado, let's get on into the quarterfinals. Nothing but neutral sites the rest of the way. I don't know if Rick is here. Hopefully he's checking in. He's been very busy with the project, but the number 1 defense in the nation, but now down to the number 2 rushing defense. Uh-oh. But here we go. Remember, guys, all VODs will be available later tonight, as well as the highlight videos. We'll make sure I get those out tonight. So, winner faces the winner of Ohio State and Florida State, which will come to you on Friday night. So, here we go. The Peach Bowl. This is the best season in Texas State history. North Carolina, they haven't been undefeated at this point before, but they have made the national championship back in season 16, where they lost to Oklahoma. So trying to battle back with Bob Rubshaw, Mr. Bible Bob, as Nathan gave him. The weird thing about this stadium is some of the outside of the end zones are a little glitched, so you might see that. But there's no problem with the file or anything. That's just how it is. Very excited for these games to kick off. Have been excited for it all week long. Here we go. So we are off in the Peach Bowl. We'll see Texas State first. It will be returned by Jeverill Barker. So if Texas State wants to win this game, they've got to play perfect. Meaning you've got to take care of the ball. None of those crazy turnovers for Tubi Sloot. No drops from Malik Rivers. So 1st and 10. How will they start? It's Blaze Hollister up the gut, and he'll get a first down. What a start. Blaze Hollister, the reject. Very different makeup from these teams. Texas State focused on rejects low-level recruits and transfers, while North Carolina is exclusively transfer portal made. Sir Alexis Bryo has had that target on his back for years. 1st and 10. To be Sleuth, the lefty, dumps it off, and it is caught by the Mackey winner, Hunter Marshall. Welcome to the Peach. What a start for the Bobcats. Remember, there's always something to be said about playing that opening round game, folks. These guys that have the bye sometimes come out a little sluggish, a little slow. But yeah, there's been a lot of close calls for North Carolina this year, despite being undefeated. 1st and 10. Handoff to Blaze to the outside, and that is the thing you cannot do against this team. These linebackers, especially when Brutus Meatcake is healthy, are the best pursuing linebackers in the country. Cannot try and run outside with them. So 2nd and 13 now, up at the 45. Love this aesthetic of this Peach Bowl. The blue and the maroon look so nice. Watch out, little LeChante in the slot, maybe on a linebacker. 2B, he just has to throw it away. So it'll be 3rd and long here on the opening possession. We got one combined loss between these teams. So 3rd and 13. The delay give to Blaze Hollister, and he's going to go down. So playing field position on the opening drive. Very safe call there for Texas State. See if they can pin them deep. That's actually interesting, Wyndham, because I thought that this is the one game that might be a blowout. I think all the other ones look like toss-up games. But you never know. Sometimes, you know, a team just comes out firing on all cylinders. So here comes Bible Bob Rubshaw against the best defense in the nation. 1st and 10. Bob Rubshaw floats it first play, and there's Max Yager, the transfer from Texas. Of course, Texas is the team that State beat in that wild overtime game. One of the best opening round matchups we've ever seen. So 4 wide now for Bob Rubshaw. They bring the blitz, and there goes Irwin. He brings him down. They'll call it a sack. Rise Irwin has been a unsung hero here for Texas State this year. The transfer from Air Force. He's been absolutely huge. So 3rd down for UNC on their opening possession. Bob Rubshaw, transfer from Auburn. Steps up in the pocket. Has time. Yams it over the middle, and it's connected. 1st down, Jonathan Talley. Of course, Jonathan Talley led the amazing comeback in the 4th quarter against Florida State in that ACC championship. Got them the bye. Here goes Blanchard to the outside. And he gets nothing. This is another defense, of course. Running to the outside is going to be difficult. If you somehow stop those linebackers, it's going to be Shante Bahama right to the dome. So safety coming down. There's Bahama. 4-man rush. Has time. Dumps it off. And it's going to be close to a first for Jonathan Talley. So another chance to get off the field. Split backs. Hulk Hogan comes into the game. It's going to be a screen pass to Blanchard. He turns upfield, and that's going to end the drive. Great stop there for Texas State. So will they go for it? That is the question. 4 for 4 start for Bob. And they are going for it, getting aggressive on the opening drive, baby. 4th and 1. It's Bob keeping it up the gut. He gets it. What a gutsy call for Sir Alexis Bryo. So the drive will continue. It's crazy, folks, how This matchup is a combined 26-1, and the only loss is to the Denton Fatties. That's absolutely diabolical. Bob Rubeshaw on the read option. They don't call him Bible Bob for nothing. 2nd and 10 now. Another triple option. There goes Bible Bob. Oh, he has room down the seam. Barker has to bring him down. It's 27. Of course, Bob Rubeshaw was recruited. He was a tree trunk. He's really done some work to give himself a little bit of that speed. And last couple of game days he's been in, he's used it. So now inside the 20. No pressure at all over the middle. It's caught, and that's going to be a touchdown for Tyrone Gary. What a start for the Tar Heels. And for those of you guys following the Derby, I have Jonathan Talley, who was the guy cutting right underneath there, unfortunately. So Tyrone Gary, he also had a big-time ACC championship. So for a team that gives up less than 14 points a game, North Carolina already halfway there. People in the chat are already saying, thanks for coming out, Texas State. Where is your hope? We've only seen one drive. This is a team that was going back and forth with the Heisman winners at Quavies Bunkersfield in Texas. You know, I know it's D-Sleep, but come on, folks. Halfway through this first quarter, Texas State, they were able to move the ball. They were just, they just stalled out there. So 2nd and 10 here for Toby Sloot. Another handoff to Blaze. They're really trying to get this run game going. Back-to-back 0-yarders. Brutus Meatcake, he's back. You cannot overstate how important he is to this team. The best linebacker in the country on paper. So 3rd down here for State. The Bobcats have to make a play. Steps up, yams it deep down the seam. He's open! He's open! A monster hit! Ron Roberson for 54! An absolute nuke from Toby Sloot. Oh, baby, the Bobcats are booming. At the 21. The Texas State fans are loving what they're seeing from Toby. Handoff now, Blaze. He has to break a tackle to get positive yards. Great job. He gets 6. Texas State, man, they've come to play. They are the 3rd best group of 5 team on paper this year, so not totally outmatched. Handoff to the outside, and oh, a spear from Tyree Strider, but they'll give him the first. So now at the 11 here, trying to tie this game up. 8 in the box for UNC. Handoff to Blaze, up the gut. He finds a hole in another big hit. That was almost a tutty. Big hit there by Strider. He's had like 3 tackles in a row. So 2nd and 2 from the 3-yard line. Goal line formation. What is the call for Coach Phi? It is down he goes. He loses yards. So 3rd and 3 for Texas State. You got to have touchdowns in these scenarios. Got to have it for Texas State. What is the call? Handoff for Blaze to the outside, and he's down! Short of the line to gain. And they are going for it. Getting uber aggressive here. What is the call? 4th and 1. They'll throw it. It's Toby. Toby, he's going to take off, and Toby escapes, and he goes down! No! not like this, Tubi! Tripped on his offensive lineman. So he had the beautiful yam, but they can't get it done. So here comes UNC. They'll flip the play. The handoff here to the outside. Cuts upfield. Is this Tyrone Gary? It is. Scores the touchdown on the last drive. Hits him with a big-time run to start this one. I see you, Tyrone Gary. He's the gadget player on this team. So, from the 25 now, split backs. North Carolina already settling into this ball game with the play action. He yams it right side, and oh, that could have been picked by Shante! You gotta watch out for the safeties. This secondary is sneaky. They are ball hawks everywhere. 4 wide now here for UNC. It's Bob. Dumps that one off. Big hit! Knocks it loose. 3rd down. There's Andres Yaslov. Coach Fi's first ever recruit. So 3rd and 10, the empty set. Can they get the ball back? It's a keeper for Bob, and down he goes. It's Shondell Cook. So they will punt it here. Great stop for Texas State. Defense settling in, hopefully. Chevrolet Barker now on the return. He gets to the 50. So the bend but don't break defense stopped him on midfield, then did a goal line stand. This drive will start on the 50. And off to Blaze. He's been their best player so far. He gets 6. Only averaging 3.5 early. So across the 50 here. UNC leads 7-0. The drop back, it's Tubi Sloot. He hits his man. It's a drop from Roberson. We said it at the top of the show. You cannot do that. You gotta play perfect today. 3rd and 4. Tubi again, only a 3-man rush. Out wide, Hunter Marshall gets the first. That's what we're talking about. The Mackey winner doing his thing. The drive continues. Tubi again, internal pressure, dumps that off, and another catch by Hunter. A nice little 4 yards, never scoff at that. 2nd and 6 at the 30. Fringe field goal range, Ethan Pruitt is a reject. Probably need to get about 10 more yards for a field goal. Malik Rivers in motion. Tubi on the keeper, and he goes down. What a tackle on the outside. Colby McKinney. That'd be a horse collar in today's league, but man, what a tackle. So to end the first quarter here in the Peach Bowl, 7-0 UNC. Looks like we got another defensive battle on our hands for the Bobcats. But they've got to get the offense moving. Coach Nathan says the lights are too bright for Tubi. 3rd and 10. The lefty has the time. He's got to find someone. Yams that when he does. That's little LaChante. He saved the day in the opening round. Can he do it again? That's his first catch. Incredible speed. So 1st and 10 from the 25. Here comes Texas State. Another corner blitz. Big blitz. Almost picked. It's LaChante. Somehow came up with it. 1st down, Bobcats. Back to back. They're inside the 15. And Texas State's look like the better offensive team on their drives. Tubey with the handoff here and pushing through it. He's stiffing a man. Oh, it's going to be a touchdown. Blaze Hollister. There's a big man, Tutty. Showing off the strength. What a run to tie this game up. Welcome to the game day greats. Seven. Oh man, that's the kind of run that fires a team up. Stiffying off 2 defenders. So here comes UNC. How do they respond? Last drive was not very inspiring. All the momentum here with Texas State. First and 10, Bob Rubeshaw yams it deep. Whoa, there it is! Another big catch for Tyrone Gary. Coach Fi's going to be seeing Tyrone Gary in his nightmares tonight. Welcome in Coach Fi's wife. Thanks for letting him put you on the TV. Let's go, baby. From the 41, we got user teams going bar for bar. 1st and 10, motion is Max Yager, the tight end. Hand off to D. Blanchard. Shante Bahama brings him down. Empty set now for Big Bible Bob. He scrambles. He breaks a tackle. He's still going. They'll call it a sack, but it'll be 3rd down. So massive 3rd down here for the Tar Heels. They are in field goal range. But this defense starting to show up in the big moments. So what is the call for Sir Alexis Brio? Another empty set. Motion man. 4-man rush. Bob has the time. He's standing there. He yams it right side. Double coverage. Barker tips it away. 4th and 6. They're out of field goal range, so they are going for it. Here we go. Motion man trips to the right side. Bob Rubeshaw. The drop back 3-man rush. Bob Rubeshaw has time. He yams it deep again. Right side. The 50-50. He mossed him. He mossed him. It's Mike Manning. The 4th down moss. What is this game? 1st and goal for the Tar Heels. Now the handoff to D. Blanchard to the right side. Oh, what a cut! Oh, he's down to the inch. D. Blanchard. 2nd and goal to retake the lead. The snap, it's quick option, a flip! Blanchard, he's not gonna get there! Massive play from Irwin and Bahama. So now Texas State trying to come up with a goal line stand of their own. 3rd and goal. Trips to the left side. Bob, it's a handoff. No, it's a keeper. There he is! Touchdown, Bob Rubeshaw. Bible Bob laying down the Bible, or laying down the gospel, however it's supposed to go. On your dome and in your home, baby. All right, there it is. Over that 13.7 average. Can Texas State keep up? You do not want to turn this into a shootout, but we've had already some yams from both sides. 14-7. Sloot having one heck of a game, same as Blaze Hollister. Can't break this tackle on the outside. It'll be 2nd and 11. Kevin Sellers, they really got to rely on him to avoid those deep shots to Little Lachante. He has 96 speed. So back to the pistol here. Sloot. Handoff, and right in the backfield is the defender. And it is Brutus Meatcake, the transfer from Georgia Southern, former #1 IGR. Was hurt in that ACC championship. So 3rd and 12. Avoid the 3 and out here, Phi. It's going to be a screen to Blaze. He's got to make a big play. He's still on his feet, and he goes down. Tough play there. Tough drive, really. 3 touches to Blaze, and they couldn't do much. You got to mix in some other stuff there. So back to the defensive side. 14-7. This will be returnable here for Hulk Hogan. And he stiffies a man, and they will start on the plus side of the 50. So Bob having a decent day so far. 14-7. Halfway through the second quarter, back to the empty set. Big Bob. Now Tyrone Gary, that gadget player, the wide receiver, watch out. They got Tally at tight end. It's going to be a counter to Tyrone Gary. He gets the edge. Oh, if he would have stayed outside, he could have been special. That could have been 6. But 2 carries, 30 yards for the gadget player. Back to the empty set. They are loving the empty. Another screen. This one's to Tally. He doesn't do much with it. Maybe gets a yard. Sir Alexis Brown must have watched some tape here and found a weakness when you spread them out. Bob, all the time in the world, over the middle, and that's going to be close to another first. It's Mike Manning. They will give him the first down. So all of these pass catchers having a day so far. 1st and 10. They bring a blitz this time. Rube Shaw yams it deep. 50-50 again. And this time it's Gary. Gary times 2. Mossed in the end zone. UNC's up 14. Big Bob Rube Shaw does it again. Holy Toledo, what a start. Tyrone Gary, have yourself a ball game. These are the performances where you get an unlikely CFB hero that gets themselves on the cover. But that we're a long ways from that. You got to win 3 more games to win the Natty. So now you really got to look at Texas State, a team that's been carried by the defense all year long. Can they find a way to start scoring more points? And man, they are just blowing up Blaze now in the backfield. They got disrespected on one play, and they said enough. So 2nd and 11. We got to see Tubi throw it again. I mean, you got to mix in the passing. Another handoff to Blaze. They choose to stick with it. He finds a hole and runs into Strider. Strider has been ruthless today. Big hit after big hit. Already 5 tackles for the senior safety. So back to third down here. 3rd and 3, everything on the table. They'll throw it. Tubi has time, yams that to the corner, and it's caught on the comeback. Little Lachante. The transfer from Hawaii has been incredible this year. Quick throw that way. That could have been intercepted. Right in the hands of McKinney there. Not sure what Tubi Salute saw. Second and 10. Motion for Malik Rivers. They'll hand it to him. He does get the edge a little bit. Gets maybe 2 out of it. Another 3rd down. Third and 8. Over the middle, that's caught. Malik Rivers, he gets it done. Against Texas, he dropped a play like that on a slant where he could have gotten the first. This time, he reels it in, gets over that line to gain. The drive continues. Tubi yams that one, intercepted! It's going the other way! Was looking for Hunter Marshall. Kobe McKinney just jumps the route. And those are the plays you cannot have if you're Tubi Salute trying to do this upset. So 21-7, the defense has to bail them out. The defense has been getting slaughtered in the deep passing game here today. Bob again, this is a dump off. There's Jonathan Talley. Fortunate for my Derby, he's been ass today. First and 10 across the 50. 2 minutes left. 4 wide, floats it, and caught! What a catch, Mike Manning. He's having one heck of a day. Contested catch after contested catch. Trips to the right-hand side. First and 10. 3-man rush. Bob dumps it off to D. Blanchard. Nice tackle. Defense needs to come up with a stop. UNC does get ball after half. So this defense needs to come up with something big to flip the momentum. Trips left. The quick bubble. It's caught. Broken tackle and a big hit. Max Jagger gets 3. All right, big chance here, 3rd down. Remember, guys, after this, we'll have the Sugar Bowl between Iowa and Fresno State. Coach Jarkis and Kennelly. Now we got a timeout here. We got 90 bits from Florida Man. Thank you, bud. So 3rd down for Big Bob. This could be a screen pass. D. Blanchard, and they push him out. Nicely done from Texas State. So field goal unit comes on out. It's a 45-yarder from left hash. The true freshman kicker. Can he put him up? 17. The kick, it's up, and it is good for the Tar Heels. What a kick. So here, Alexis Brio channeling how they played in the playoffs back in season 16 as the 10 seed. They were electric until they ran into the Oklahoma buzzsaw. Last year, the 1 seed Washington lost in the semifinals in double OT. But the 9 seed historically has had a good record over the 1. I think they're 2-1 all time, as here comes Blaze. Nice little rush there to start the possession. They got a minute left. A touchdown here would do wonders. Against Texas at the end of the half, they hit a deep one to Lil Lachante. I would be surprised if they don't try it once. 2nd and 10, 61 seconds on the clock. They're still crowding that line of scrimmage, hoping they'll run it, and they do. Goes outside. Blaze, he may get 2 out of it. You can tell how hard Blaze is running, but it's tough to do that kind of thing on every play. So 3rd and 8 for the Bobcats. Going to be a mid-screen. Throws it late, and Malik Rivers can't get the first. So North Carolina gets the ball back here. Maybe Texas State just has a problem with North teams. Certainly losses to the Denton Fatties over in North Texas. All right, 44 seconds from halftime, and I don't often say, speak in finality, but a touchdown here from North Carolina might be the nail in the coffin here for the dream year. He's a yam it deep left side. It's caught! There he goes, and Jonathan Talley down the left side. A big-time yam. First and 10 for Bob. 35 seconds on the clock. Bob Rubshaw yams it deep, and it's dropped in the end zone! Oh, Jonathan Talley, you asshole! You just know he dropped that because I have him for Derby. This is crap. Dumps it off now, D. Blanchard. He loses 6. Oh, I'm heated. Oh, I'm heated. All right, here's the snap. Bob Rubshaw over the middle. It's caught, and it's going to be 4th down. So they will get a chance to bring out the field goal unit to go up 20 in the first half. It's good. Oh, I'm so angry. I'm so angry. How did he drop that? It saves it and puts it at 3 scores. That's fantastic for Texas State. But that's 2 points for Derby. I'm desperate for a reward player. That's crazy. All right, 8 seconds in a dream. Will Texas State run a real play here? That is the question. Does not look like it. So at the half of the Peach Bowl, UNC leads 27-7. So the ACC champs, undefeated, have come out firing here in Atlanta. Texas State has work to do. The offense looked good. Start the game, kind of fell off the tracks there at the end of the second quarter. Can I put little Lachante at returner since... Yeah, I can do that. I'm not sure how many... So at the end of the first half, it looks like this, and I mean, the big stat there is the passing yards for UNC and the turnovers for Texas State. All right, let's see if it will let me even do this here. I have to do it on the next play, I guess. So here is the return for UNC. It's Hulk Ho again. He breaks a tackle, gets to the outside, up to the 25. Yeah, injuries almost never happen live. It's always in, like, sim. my gosh, come on. I'm not a big fan of chicken marsala. One Father's Day, my dad made it for us, and I got super drunk on mimosas at brunch, and I puked all over the place. All right, we should be good. So start of the second half, UNC, Texas State. Does Texas State have anything left in the tank here? Complete the dream year. 7-yard catch for Tyrone Gary. It's why that run from Georgia Southern was so crazy. They're 79 overall, and they made it through a crazy gauntlet. Hand off, G. Blanchard, down he goes. Yeah, that day just kind of ruined the chicken marsala for me. I don't even think I've ever had it before that. It was just... Third down. Trips to the right-hand side. Bob Rubeshaw yams it left, and double coverage incomplete. Tyrell Smoochie. First time we've called his name today. So here's the coaching change from Coach Phi. Gave it to little LeChante. Exactly what they needed in a 3-and-out. See what LeChante can do. He gets 11 yards. So 1st and 10 for Tooby Sloot. They tried and relied on the the run game way too much in that first half, in my opinion. Like, I know you want Blaze to run it, but he's averaging less than 4 a carry. But he breaks the all-time scoring, or the all-time rushing record. Daly, the running back. So 2nd and 8. Handoff. Blaze, he breaks a tackle and he eats a hit from Tyree Strider again. UNC just so good at stopping that outside run. So 3rd down for the Bobcats. Safety coming down, quick throw. Tooby gets sacked. Richard Long Swallow. And Tooby Sloot going to be swallowing Long for a couple of days after that hit right to the throat. 4th and 13, so back-to-back 3-and-outs for both sides. I mean, they ran the cover 0 on you. It was an absolute... Oh, and Hulk Hogan runs through 2 guys. Of course, the IGR, the monstrosity created by one of you guys. I think that was either Keat or Kennelly. One of those 2 did it. So 1st and 10, trips right for Tooby. Second half action, up 20. Steps up over the middle, intercepted! There's no receiver in the area. Reese Irwin, he gets a freebie. What were you doing there, Rubeshaw? Even if he wasn't there, that would have hit Tally like in the ankles. So free possession here for Tooby. A chance to get back in the game, and down he goes. Reaper Exum, the former East Carolina Pirate. Okay, Wind, you guys are the ones making the names. And if I say no, you start whining. Tooby does it again! It's Long Swallow again! Richard Long Swallow coming right for you, Coach Wind. All right, 3rd and 17. You get the turnover, and all they do is go backwards. 2B Sloot steps up, yams that one open. Man, Malik Rivers gets the first and more inside the 20. Great growth over the course of a couple of games here for Malik Rivers. That is a huge pickup. Remember, this team won on a 3rd and 28 in overtime against Texas. Inside the 20, playing for their lives. Motion. Triple option. Breaks the first tackle. It's Tubi. He gets his bearings and he spins inside the 5. Big time run there from Tubi Sloot. First and goal. Handoff, Blaze to the outside. He stiffies one and eats another Strider hit right under the chin. He's teeing him up today. Yeah, Tubi was a 1-star for a reason. Second and goal, Tubi Sloot. Over the middle, caught and short. Little LaChante can't get in there. So it's going to be 3rd and inches. Obviously going to be 4-down territory as well. Only 3 down linemen basically begging them to score. 3rd and goal, quick option. Tubi floats it, Blaze, touchdown! Bobcats back within 13. As now he breaks Mathis's rushing record. Career year here for Blaze Hollister. Rightfully so, it's the best team in Texas State history. 27-14. This is one of those games where if Texas State wants to win, the offense has to bail them out. All right, can North Carolina scrape their jaw off the floor here? Wipe their drool off their chest. What are they doing? A 3 and out and a pick. It wasn't even a good pick. This is not a team you want to mess around with. You got to have that killer instinct, especially when you face teams like Florida State or Ohio State next. So quick throw, that could have been picked again. Oh, by golly, Jason Allen almost did the unthinkable. Yeah, that last one was inexcusable there from Bob. And there's a nice first down on 2nd down, D. Blanchard. That one screamed that Bob had Rubshaw's over-under interception line there at 0.5. He threw a couple 50-50 balls. His receivers kept coming down with them, so he's like, fuck it, I'll just give him a freebie. 1st and 10. Big Bob to the flat to Big Hulk. He gets 3. Yeah, the lack of pressure for the most part for Texas State has been the most eye-opening. Bob's been able to sit back there and build him whatever he wants. Trips right. 2nd and 7. 4-man rush again. Over the middle, double coverage. What are you doing, Bob? You have all the time in the world. Double coverage, Big Bob. 3rd down. What is the call for UNC? Motion. As time dumps it out, Tyrone Gary, he gets the first. The legacy game continues for Tyrone Gary. At the 52. Big Bob over the middle, it's caught and brought down Mike Manning. All of these receivers are having wonderful games. Manning, Gary, and even Tally having a decent game. Split backs now. Hulk Hogan checks in. The beefy back. Wide open, and that is Tally for the first down. The Ram is loving it. Remember, guys, after this game, we'll go right to the Sugar Bowl between Iowa and Fresno State. Opposite side of the bracket. Bob dumps that off. Another big catch. Great blocking. It's Tyrone Gary again. Tyrone Gary right on the forehead of the Bobcat fans. At the 25 now. First and 10 for Big Bob. He yams a deep ball that could have been picked. Oh, a massive chance for Bronson Rowe. He just couldn't corral it. Second and 10 now for UNC. Bob Rubeshaw yams over the middle, and it's caught. Broken tackle. Big play by Tally. First and 10 from the 15. Can they re-extend that lead back to 3 scores? There goes Bob up the gut. Big Bob, he does it again! Inside the 5. Four wide here for Bob Rubeshaw. A keeper. No, he hands it to D. Blanchard. Touchdown, UNC. They do it again. Back up to 20. So the defense couldn't hold. They had their chances there. A couple of third downs and the dropped pick from the defensive end. So 34-14 with 11 minutes remaining. Not looking great here for the Bobcats. It's been a great run regardless here for Texas State. We'll see if they can do something crazy. You're exactly right, Dogwater. Hurst would 100% caught that. That's why he won the Lombardi. Jared Hurst, more like Jared Fry. We'll see Jerry Fry up next. Yams that over the middle. Nice catch by little LeChante. If you're Texas State, you might want to consider hurrying it up here. Big hit by Meat Cake. Call that a little meat cake. I'll see myself out. 2nd and 1. They're going to run it to the right side. And down he goes immediately, instantly into the backfield. It's Brutus Meatcake again. How much did North Carolina miss Meatcake in that ACC championship? My goodness. So 3rd down here for Texas State. Floats it, tipped, and intercepted! It's going the other way! This defense is insane! Bankston Graves with the big tip, and they brought it in. That's Tony Key. That is insane. It's impossible to win when defenses are doing that on you. Yams that one, and big, nice tip away there by Early Maxey. But Bankston's big tip gets them the ball. Remember, Bankston Graves transferred from Washington. Split backs now. 2nd and 10. Now let's get some Tally touchdowns. Game almost out of reach here. Yams that one. It's caught. There's Jonathan Tally. He's 2 yards short. Come on. Fi just laughing over there, even though he's definitely not laughing right now. But at least my Derby pick is getting toasted. I'm in line for maybe one of those TP scholarships. Bob now has time over the middle. Tipped away off the back of somebody. He's at 310. I don't know. I don't think so. They'll start running clock here, Fi. Goal line formation. They got Hulk Hogan out there at tight end. Handoff D. Blanchard. And he's out. He's not in. So that'll end the third quarter of the Peach Bowl. 20-point lead for North Carolina for now. But I mean, this has been an amazing run for Texas State. I mean, if after like 2 seasons ago getting shut out, you told Fi he'd be here, he'd say we're lying. And that's a handoff touchdown, D. Blanchard again. The fact that 2B Sloot got this team to the quarterfinals is incredible. So now we got 1 quarter. Let's see Texas State have a couple of good plays. So 41-14, number 1 North Carolina came out and delivered a message. Watch out, folks. Cyril Axis-Brioff wants that trophy. Of all the people who are vying for it, he's been there before. So 1st and 10, handoff to Blaze up the gut. Oh, he breaks away! He gets outside! There goes Blaze! Another highlight run! And you cannot say Blaze is not giving extra effort here, man. He is absolutely running his tail off. This is just a great defense. Obviously, on paper, North Carolina is the best team in the country. Tubby takes off. He has room, and he lowers the shoulder. Gets 9 out of it. Clock continues to run. 27-point game right now. Only 4 touchdowns. I've seen crazier. Just ask Dogwater. Gave up 28 1/4 to Baylor when he was at Memphis. There goes 2B Sloot. Another first down. So 1st and 10 here for Texas State. Little LeChante in motion. Handoff. Blaze up the gut. He gets smoked by Meat Cake again. Man, Meat Cake came into this game with the chip on his shoulder. So 2nd and 6, trips to the left side. 2B Sloot yams that one. Open man, it's little LeChante again. He gets 15. First and 10, handoff to Blaze. He gets room. He breaks a tackle. He gets 9. So Texas State is moving the ball, of course, not fast enough. Got to do a better job here. But how about the day for Tyree Strider, man? Sheesh. 2nd and 1, quick option for Tubby. Flips it out. Broken tackle. Blaze Hollister, another one. Blaze Hollister, have yourself a day. He's having the performance he needed to have. What may be his final game. 41-21. Yes, that is an SFA reject, folks. Here comes Hulk Ho again. So back to a 20-point game. Got 7 minutes left. 3 scores. 7 minutes left. And off to D. Blanchard to the outside. They've got to make a play. You got to get turnover, fumble, quick 3 and out, something. They wanted any chance here. They do have the defense to do it, but so Bob will run the clock now. So yeah, got to have the 3 and outs here. Second and 11 for UNC. Coach Cyril Brio. They get to him. It's Shondale Cook with the sack. And the crazy thing is this linebacker core is not going anywhere. They're only going to get better. Third and 19 here for Big Bob. So third and 19 for the Tar Heels. 3-man rush. Bob yams that one left side. It's going to be well short. So 10 catches for tally, 139. No touchdowns. Grr. So Texas State going to get a chance, I guess. I mean, 5 minutes in a dream. They've got to start scoring quick. You can't do the dink and dunks over and over to Blaze Hollister. So here's the return for little Lachante. He gets around 1, gets to the 47. Nice return for Lachante. So halfway through this fourth quarter, down by 20. Does Texas State have any life in them? Yams that one out of bounds. Oh, man, they almost picked it off. Thought it was a little high, but McKinney tried and reached out for it. So second and 10 now. They're playing way off these wide receivers. Do not want to give up a yam here. Tubi Sloot does yam that one on the out route. Roberson for 13. Goes out of bounds. Clock stops for now. Great job. Trips to the left-hand side. Clock starts up again. Tubi takes off. You want to get past that first down marker if you do this, and he slides right before it. Clock continues to roll. Tick, 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 tick. They've got to hurry it up. Second and 1. They're 31 yards away. Motion for Hunter Marshall. Over the middle, it's caught and dropped. Third and 1. So third down here for the Bobcats. Hand off to the fullback. He gets it. Oh, he explodes. What a play for Joe O'Neill. They hurry it up. Nobody saw that play coming. Tubi takes off. He has the edge. He can't break the tackle. Clock continues to roll. Second and 4. Tubi yams out of bounds. So third and 4 for Tubi Sloot. Quick throw, that's going to be tipped. Could have been an interception. So they are going for it here. Game on the line. Desperate for a score. The throw, he'll throw it way late. It's caught, and Hunter Marshall can't get there. Another drive stopped inside the 10. If those two drives that they turn it over inside the 10 are touchdowns, this is a 7-point game, folks. Now we'll just run the ball here. This game is over. The fat lady is singing. And we get a garbage time yam for Bob Rubshaw. D. Blanchard breaks a tackle. They'll corral him. 3rd down. And off to Hulk Hogan. He gets the first with ease. Oh yeah, this is the best Conference USA team we've ever seen in terms of performance. Yep, exactly. Needed to have a really good game, and Tubi just didn't play up to par. But now 5-star quarterback Jabo Gritters, on the other hand. Big run up the gut. Welcome in, Mango. Whenever you leave the school is when Michigan's next playoff game will be. So maybe next season. Delay give D. Blanchard up the gut, and down he goes. North Carolina is, of course, a wagon. 13-0. But a great performance here from Texas State. Nothing to be ashamed. You take down Texas, and then you lose to number 1. Pretty good year for me. Easily the best year in team history. So 3rd down, UNC, the handoff, and he goes down. So they'll have to punt the ball back. Can we get a little LeChante touchdown? Just for kicks and giggles? That'd be awesome. Come on. Give us little LeChante. Come on, give us a touchdown. Little LeChante. Little LeChante. Here's the snap. And the punt. And that's going to do it. 0-0 here in the Peach Bowl. North Carolina takes down number 9 Texas State. They stifle Cinderella, put them in their place, and they win by 3 scores. It was a massive day for Bob Rubshaw through the air. And then they put them away on the ground late, showing why they are among the best teams in the nation. What a performance from Cyrilaxis Brio, and they will advance to the Orange Bowl semifinal at 14-0. This is an awesome game. Great performance from Texas State. Easily the best Conference USA team we've ever seen. The best performance from a Conference USA team in the playoff. And one of the best defenses just in general. So they will be back. Coach Fye is an outstanding coach. But that will do it for us at the Peach Bowl in Atlanta. Now we'll head on over to the Sugar down in New Orleans. Yep, he just fair caught it. So, yeah, 41-21 is your final. We'll check the stats, and then we'll head over to the next game after I take a very quick break to set everything up. This game will go live on YouTube later on tonight. Highlights should also be out late tonight. I like getting all the highlights and stuff out there just on YouTube as quickly as possible. And yeah, then we'll be back for Friday to wrap up the other half of the quarterfinals. Semifinals will be Saturday morning, and Sunday morning will be the national championship. Now, while we're waiting for the cut screens, make sure you guys check out the Fantasy Football League we're doing this year. 85 overall freshmen on the line, and it's not like traditional fantasy football. It's not going to be a long-term commitment unless you're in the race. So you're either like in the running with everybody else, or you get eliminated, and then you don't have to do it anymore. So I think it's a more palatable fantasy football. You don't have to do a draft or anything. So check it out. Links are in the announcements and everything. But scoring summary, it looks like this. That second quarter sticks out like the sore thumb it is. As we look at the player stats here, Texas State, 16 of 26, 192. No touchdowns and 2 interceptions for Tubby Sloot. It's not even the lack of touchdowns. It's those 2 interceptions. One of them he couldn't control. The other one was just a great play by the defender. But in this kind of a game, you got to be able to throw it more, stretch the field. We saw no deep shots to little Achante. And the amount Blaze Hollister ran, he just got over that 4.2 average, and he had to break a ton of tackles over and over again. So 116, 3 touchdowns for Blaze. He did great. The receivers are okay. Hunter Marshall, you'd like him to stretch the field a little bit more. Same with little Achante. And on defense, 9 tackles for Shante Bahama, 5 TFLs for Rise Irwin. He was going crazy. 3 sacks here for the defenders. The interception for Rise Irwin. 4 deflections. They did not cause any fumbles. And no defensive TDs. And for UNC, Bob Rubshot, 30 of 40, 319, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. He had a big day running the ball. He also had a touchdown. D. Blanchard was not the best on the ground. And through the air, Jonathan Talley along with Tyrone Gary. Tyrone Gary had a breakout performance today. And on defense, Tyree Strider, 12 tackles, ton of big hits. Long Swallow, Meat Cake were cooking in the background. They had 2 sacks, 2 interceptions. Nice deflection there. McKinney could have like 4 picks. And that will do it. So we'll check out those players of the game, and then we'll get on out of here, and then we'll head on over to the Sugar Bowl, where it will be Jarkus and Kennelly. So players of the game are Bob Rubshaw, Blaze Hollister, Tony Key, and Rise Irwin, 3 out of 4 SFA players. Great year for Texas State, but they are out of it. So now we got to go to the Sugar Bowl and see if the G5 is going to be bounced yet again in the playoff. But thank you guys for watching. We'll see you back here in like about 5 minutes for the Sugar Bowl between Iowa and Fresno State.